Philo Farnsworth was a remarkable young inventor whose contributions to technology have left an indelible mark on history. Born in a small log cabin in Utah, he was fascinated by electricity from a very young age, often tinkering with electrical devices and dreaming of future possibilities. At 14, while plowing his family's potato fields, he had a brilliant idea that would change the world forever. He imagined scanning an image line by line, just like he plowed the field, envisioning a new way to capture and transmit images. This was the seed of electronic television, a revolutionary concept that would eventually bring moving pictures into every home. His groundbreaking invention, the image dissector, could capture an image and turn it into a stream of electrons, paving the way for modern television. Unlike other television ideas at the time, Farnsworth's system was all electronic, making it more efficient and reliable. In 1927, at just 21 years old, he successfully transmitted the first all-electronic image, a monumental achievement in the field of technology. The image was a simple horizontal line followed by a dollar sign symbolizing the potential commercial value of his invention. This demonstration proved his system worked, marking the dawn of electronic television and setting the stage for future innovations. Farnsworth, an independent inventor, faced many difficulties, including funding and legal battles with RCA, one of the largest corporations of the time. His life story is one of incredible ingenuity and determination, showcasing the power of perseverance in the face of adversity. He changed the way we experience the world, bringing moving images into our homes and forever altering the landscape of entertainment and communication. Imagine a different path for history. What if Farnsworth's inspiration never solidified, or crucial funding eluded him? What if the spark that ignited the television revolution was snuffed out before it could catch fire? In this alternate 1927, his successful demonstration of all-electronic television does not happen. The world remains on the cusp of a technological breakthrough that never materializes. Radio remains the dominant force in home entertainment. The airwaves are filled with voices and music, but the magic of moving pictures is absent. Families gather around their wireless sets, listening to news, music, and stories. The radio is the hearth of the home, a source of connection and information. Without Farnsworth's image dissector, the journey towards electronic television becomes uncertain. The pieces of the puzzle are there, but they remain unassembled. Other brilliant minds were exploring similar concepts. But Farnsworth's unique approach provided a critical spark. His absence leaves a void that others struggle to fill. His absence would delay the arrival of the television age. The timeline of innovation stretches further into the future. The public's imagination was already fired up by the idea of seeing at a distance. The dream of visual storytelling persists, but it remains just out of reach. Newsreels in cinemas and radio brought live voices and sounds into homes. The desire for more immersive experiences grows stronger. The desire to merge these experiences was strong. People yearned for a way to see and hear the world from their living rooms, but the technology required to achieve this was the major stumbling block. The path to electronic television is fraught with challenges and setbacks. In this alternate 1927, the dream of television persists, but its realization is postponed. The world waits in anticipation, but the breakthrough remains elusive. The world continues to rely on radio, film, and print for information and entertainment. These mediums thrive, but the promise of television lingers in the background. The anticipation for visual home entertainment would build, but its arrival would be slower and more complicated. The journey to bring moving pictures into homes is a long and winding road. Even without Farnsworth, the quest for television was a global movement, driven by the collective ambition of inventors from various corners of the world. Science and technology often progress with multiple inventors working on similar problems, each contributing unique insights and innovations. The challenge of transmitting moving images was compelling, pushing the boundaries of what was technically possible at the time. One significant figure in this quest was Vladimir Zworykin, a Russian-American inventor whose work would leave a lasting impact. He worked for major corporations like Westinghouse and RCA, which provided him with the resources and support needed to innovate. Zworykin developed the iconoscope and kinescope, which were vital components for electronic television. revolutionizing the way images were captured and displayed. His work was immensely important, laying the groundwork for future advancements in television technology. Unlike Farnsworth, Zworykin had substantial corporate backing, which played a crucial role in his ability to innovate and develop new technologies. RCA invested heavily in his research, providing resources and a team of engineers to bring his ideas to life. Without Farnsworth's initial success, Zworykin's efforts would become central to the development of television as we know it today. Other researchers around the world also made vital contributions, each adding a piece to the puzzle. In Britain, Alan Archibald Campbell Swinton proposed an electronic television system as early as 1908, envisioning a future where moving images could be transmitted electronically. Kalman Tihanyi in Hungary advanced charge storage technology, which was crucial for the development of television. In Japan, Kenjiro Takayanagi demonstrated a fully electronic television system in the 1930s, showcasing the global nature of this technological race. The global pursuit of electronic sight was active and vibrant. But without Farnsworth's pioneering work, the pace of progress might have been significantly slower. Before electronic screens, there was mechanical television. It relied on spinning discs, mirrors, and motors. A key figure was Scottish inventor John Logie Baird. He achieved early transmissions of moving images using mechanical methods. Baird's systems produced viewable images, though small and flickering. He demonstrated his televisor to the public in the mid-1920s. He even achieved a transatlantic television transmission in 1928. In our alternate history, mechanical television would enjoy a longer period of prominence. Its development might have been pursued with greater vigor and investment. Public broadcasting might have started on a larger scale using improved mechanical systems. However, mechanical television had fundamental limitations. The image quality could never compete with electronic systems. The equipment was bulky and prone to synchronization problems. The desire for clearer, brighter, more stable electronic pictures would drive continued research. The dream of a fully electronic television system would not vanish. It would simply ignite more slowly without Farnsworth's spark. Researchers understood that electrons held the key to high-quality moving images. Progress would rely more on large, well-funded corporate laboratories. RCA, with Vladimir Zworykin, would play a central role. Development might be more methodical and slower. The cathode ray tube, crucial for television displays, was undergoing development. Refining it for sharper, brighter pictures would be gradual. The definitive moment of electronic television superiority would arrive later. Perhaps the late 1930s or early 1940s would see breakthroughs similar to Farnsworth's 1927 success. This delay would send ripples across society and technological innovation. The maturation of electronic television would be significantly delayed. Farnsworth's patents played a significant role in early television. As an independent inventor, he held crucial patents, including the image dissector. Even RCA had to license Farnsworth's technology. This gave him leverage and recognition. In our alternate scenario, without Farnsworth, the industry would look different. Large corporations like RCA, General Electric, and Westinghouse would dominate. These companies had the resources for massive undertakings. Without Farnsworth's patents, the patent pool would be more concentrated. RCA, with Zworykin's iconoscope, would be in a stronger position. They could consolidate control over essential technologies more easily. This could lead to reduced competition in the early industry. The broadcasting industry might evolve with more centralized control. Television transformed society, bringing news, entertainment, and advertising into homes. A delay in electronic television would delay these social changes. Public interest in television was present, but mechanical television's limitations would temper enthusiasm. Radio would continue as the primary medium for home entertainment and news. The golden age of radio might extend further. Major historical events like World War II would be experienced differently. Television's visual documentation and emotional impact would be altered. The advertising industry would adapt along a different timeline. Print media and radio advertising would remain dominant longer. Television-specific advertising techniques and television stars would emerge later. The cultural impact of television would have a later start. Its patterns might be different. Technological advancements are interconnected. Television technology drove advancements in related fields. Electronics, vacuum tubes, screen phosphors, and radio engineering benefited. A slower development of television would slow progress in these areas. CRT technology, used in oscilloscopes, radar, and early computer monitors, would develop more slowly. Broadcasting television signals pushed engineering boundaries. Powerful transmitters, antennas, and signal relays were developed. Research into radio frequencies expanded our understanding of the electromagnetic spectrum. A delayed rollout of television would delay these developments. Resources might be diverted to other technological frontiers. Television was a potent driver of electronic innovation. Its delay would slow progress in related fields. Despite Farnsworth's absence, television was inevitable. The scientific principles were being uncovered by researchers worldwide. The desire to transmit moving images was persistent. Someone would eventually piece together the necessary components. The path to television might be different. Zorikin and RCA might be the sole pioneers. European inventors might lead the charge. Mechanical television might have a more prominent place in history. The timeline and key players would shift. But the fundamental physics of our universe remains constant. The human drive to explore and harness natural laws is enduring. The screen was destined to light up our living rooms and connect us.